The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
First play, Watson to the air. It's complete. It's gone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, 22 carries, 117 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Watson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll get it inside the 35. You look at this Bears defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
3rd and long. It's Watson. And that is incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Right back to Mitchell here. Takes it to about the 37. The Bears at 2-7 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Try the right side with Mitchell. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So it's the big... They run over center with Mitchell. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw. Morrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd and long. Morrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Johnson again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during the ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time.
And off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 20. And touchdown, Seattle. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point put through. 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
14 yards into Chicago, first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He was brought down there by Julian Love. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Back to throw. Morrow. Complete. This is Mitchell. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st down, Morrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across. across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Morrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Watson.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Watson looks to throw again. Throw out wide to Walker. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, Watson.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Oswald good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Green to bring it back. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Looking to throw on second down. Morrow, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left. It's a room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
After the interception, here's Watson. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now Watson. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Morrow. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this one too low.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on blitz.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That's going to hurt a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think is what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Seattle on a pickup at 13. Out of the gun, Watson. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain on the play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They run it again with Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 2nd and 7. A give for Walker running right. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A shotgun snap for Watson.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line.
There goes Green. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Morrow. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown,
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. There he goes, right side. Still going. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Throwing to start the drive. Morrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. They got his man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a throw here hauled in. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Morrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
To throw on 2nd down. Morrow. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Morrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun. Morrow. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Boye Mafe. The outside linebacker coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. So right back in this football game. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they're bringing back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
Sticking with Walker on second down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat.
Walker hitting the ball is out. And that is ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final. And this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On second down, it's Walker.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Try to take this home. They'll run. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And that should just about do it.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was, and the home team.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And our focus goes to Jalen Johnson. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Lions and the Bears. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Morrow.
And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How did... to do.
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Play action. It's gone. That is caught by Laporta. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Operating from the gun. Morrow going up top. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Detroit's offense ready to take. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Goff now to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Going back to Gibbs on first down. Trucks over it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score. On second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Here's Goff. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. To throw is Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Patterson's kick is good. And he'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins 1st and 10. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Holding offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still 1st down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots. and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Time for another look at this Lions offense.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Gone. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over.
The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on third down. Morrow. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Goff.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Throwing on third, Goff. That is caught. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
In motion goes the tight end. On first down, Colvin found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On second down, here's Mitchell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I do know from experience, when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw. Morrow. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Back to throw. Morrow. And this will be caught by Mooney. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Looking to throw. Morrow. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do something. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Bears are set up now 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Off the play fake. Moore, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Back to throw. Moore. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run. It's Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 1st down, gone. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, and that is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run again. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Give running right is Mitchell.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Back to throw. Morrow.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On third down, Johnson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25.
So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down by 8. A little over 20 seconds to go. Goff now to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Now Goff.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
One last throw here for Goff.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So this one in the win column for